So this question keeps coming up over and over and over, so I just wanted to create a video to answer it. Okay, when do you lower your dietary fat during keto? Or do you? Well, there's a couple things you need to know about this. Number one, a high-fat diet is only bad when you combine it with carbs. If you think what makes keto is a high-fat diet, it's not true. It's the lowering of carbs. Just by doing high-fat, that doesn't make it keto. If you're doing high-fat and high carbs, that's not keto, and that's going to mess everything up. It's going to create a lot of problems. Now, there's certain programs out there, I won't mention any names, Ideal Protein, that are low-carb and low-fat, okay? I found that to be very, very hard on your liver, and it creates a lot of digestive issues. So I wouldn't recommend doing a low-carb and an extreme low-fat, especially if you're doing like low-fat or lean proteins. It's just really hard on the body. Your body needs the normal fat that comes with the protein in order to have good digestion. In fact, when you go low-fat, lean protein, you will spike insulin higher than if you had more fatty protein. Basically, you want to eat the fat that normally comes with protein in nature as a complex. Don't try to go low-fat or lean proteins. There's a couple situations that come up frequently that people want to know about. What if you have a genetic high cholesterol situation? I found that when you do keto and you really cut down your carbs, some people are able to lower their cholesterol with that. And then yet other people do need to cut down the fats. That's between you and your doctor. But the point is you don't want to bring your cholesterol and fats down to like 0. Maybe you want to keep it down to 75 grams and then get your doc to reevaluate your cholesterol and see if things are okay. And the other thing I would recommend if you have a genetic problem with cholesterol is to get an advanced lipid profile test instead of just the general cholesterol test. It's going to tell you a lot more information about the 2 types of LDL and other data as well. The next reason why you may want to lower your fat, at least initially, is if you are missing a gallbladder or don't have enough bile. When you start consuming a large amount of fat from the very get-go when you start keto, some people might not have enough bile to be able to digest that fat, in which case they feel bloated, especially underneath the right rib cage, burping, belching, right shoulder pain. They have all the symptoms of not being able to digest that fat because they don't have enough bile. But bile is like the detergent that helps you dissolve grease. And so if this happens, maybe you want to reduce the fat for a while so your body can start building up its bile reserves because your body will adapt. So you can maybe bring your fats down to 75 grams. It really depends on how you're able to digest those fats. If you wanted to enhance your ability to digest fats, take some purified bile salts as a supplement. Choline works well, and even the enzyme lipase. All of these will greatly help. So, you know, it's just a judgment call as your body starts to generate more bile over the next few weeks. The last reason why you may want to lower your fats is that you're doing keto for a period of time. Okay, maybe a month or 2, you're into it and you've dropped your carbs and you're eating healthily and you're sleeping and your stress is fine and you plateaued, okay? Maybe at that point, bring your fats down to 75 grams. And that way, your body can start to tap into your own fat reserves. But for most people, they won't have a problem with doing keto. They can digest the fat. Their cholesterol actually comes down. Their gallbladder seems to work, so you don't want to restrict fats. But you definitely want to restrict the carbs. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.